And by the way, I know a man who frequents him about every 6 weeks from New York. And he says that surrounding John Paul II, in his court, in his entourage, the hate is palpable.
The hate is palpable?
Hate is palpable.
Now, Father, when you heard about murder hours ago in the Vatican, were you surprised?
No.
You were not surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm appalled, of course, and shocked, because three people's lives were snuffed out by violence, and but I know that we will, in my lifetime, I may not know the real facts behind it all, and moment of insanity is a beautiful expression in Italian, but tells me nothing about the reality. But surprised? No, I'm not surprised.
Well, when you said that the Pope's entourage, that the feeling of hate was palpable, hate of the Pope, you mean?
Yeah.
Hate of the Pope?
Yes, and of this particular Pope. And this man, by the way, is not a Christian.
I beg your pardon?
He's not a Christian. He's a technocrat who goes to the Vatican for a certain reason periodically. And he says you can't mistake the hate and dislike of this man in his immediate entourage. And so John Paul II is a pathetic figure, really. He lives with this night and day. There is no mercy for him. There is no compassion for him in his normal entourage. And he is spurned by the Patriarch of Constantinople, and he's laughed at by the Patriarch of Moscow, and he's let down by his cardinals and his bishops. He's an outcast, this Pope, and it makes me cry to know what he's going through. And yet, he has done things which we must criticize and will criticize in all trust and belief that he is our Pope, but has made mistakes.
Dan in Chicago asks the following.
Yes.
Please, if you can, tell us who are the advisors, that's in quotes, that recommended the Pope was safe to mingle with the darkness that is voodoo. I know it sounds like I'm being suspicious, but I just don't think these actions would be entered into without counsel. This could easily be the result of being too trusting with those nearest to him.
That's right. You see, the Pope has a theological commission of his own, 30 men usually. Some of them are not Catholic. Some of them don't even believe in God.
What?
Some of them certainly, leave much to be desired as regards the practice of Catholicism as such. And then there's that factor, number one. Number two, in the immediate entourage of the Pope, if you look at the people he frequents with daily, there is no shining light that you say, gosh, that's a holy man, that's an observant man, that's somebody you can look to for principles, Catholic principles. There is nobody like that. Anybody like that who had power has had his wings shorn, well shorn off him. And I remember talking to one of them recently, face to face, and he said, look, as a cardinal, what can I do? I've been stripped of all power. I said, Your Eminence, you can die. You can give testimony with your blood, at which he was mute.